Welcome back, dear viewer, to the digital wilderness. Tonight we enter the apology wetlands, a soft-lit marsh where accountability arrives late. Tissues are placed within camera range, and every ring light glows with the promise of personal growth. Here, the apology specimen does not simply say sorry, it prepares a habitat. The room is dimmed, the clothing is neutral, the voice is lowered to a trembling register usually reserved for injured wildlife and subscription cancellations. Behind the camera, comments are filtered, sponsors are watching, and someone has already suggested the phrase, "I'm listening and learning." The ritual begins when the receipts surface. An old clip rises from the mud, a screenshot appears, a former friend remembers a date, a timeline develops teeth. At first, the specimen may deny everything. Then, as evidence multiplies, denial evolves into context. Some retreat first to the Notes App Burrow, where black text, white backgrounds, and carefully spaced paragraphs create the appearance of seriousness. Others are guided into the public relations conservatory, where lawyers, managers, sponsors, and brand consultants spend several hours deciding whether the word sorry creates unnecessary exposure. The first offense is passive voice camouflage. Mistakes were made, people were hurt, things happened. Notice how the event remains visible while the person responsible quietly disappears from the sentence. Next comes selective accountability. The specimen admits to a smaller, safer offense while stepping carefully around the actual problem. "I should have communicated better. I was overwhelmed. I didn't express myself properly." These phrases create the scent of remorse without attracting the dangerous predator known as specificity. If pressure continues, the specimen may release the trauma shield. Childhood pain, stress, anxiety, betrayal, exhaustion, and difficult relationships are poured into the habitat until criticism begins to feel cruel. These experiences may be real. They may also be completely unrelated to the question being asked. Now observe the Ring-Light Confessional, the deep sigh, the downward glance, the long pause before the first sentence. A tissue waits nearby, untouched but fully framed. One perfect tear may appear, too many would seem theatrical, too few may reduce engagement. Across the water, the audience divides into familiar groups. Some demand repair, some defend the specimen with the loyalty of unpaid security guards. Some announce they are disappointed but remain subscribed. Others clip the apology, add dramatic music, and begin feeding before the video has ended. Soon, the reaction feeding frenzy begins. Commentary channels circle, update accounts multiply, live stream panels gather around the fresh statement, examining every blink, pause, edit, and missing detail. The apology is no longer an apology. It is an event. If the original statement performs poorly, the specimen may produce an apology sequel. This second video explains what the first video meant, why the audience misunderstood it, and how criticism of the apology has become a separate form of harm. Eventually, the specimen retreats. For several days, sometimes several weeks, the habitat grows quiet. Then comes the comeback migration. The lighting is warmer, the branding is softer, the bio now mentions healing boundaries and becoming a better person. The specimen returns with a podcast, a documentary interview, a journal, a new membership community, or a course on surviving public judgment. But real remorse is not measured in tears, views, or carefully edited silence. Follow the repair. Was the money returned? Was the claim corrected? Was the harmed person acknowledged? Did the behavior change after the audience stopped watching? That is where accountability lives, not in the ring light, not in the statement, not in the merch drop. So observe carefully, dear viewer. Forgiveness may be generous, but trust should not be automatic. And remember, remorse without repair is only content for clicks.